In this one film, you have Woody Harrelson, Mark Ruffalo?
Ruffalo. Incredible Hulk.
I don't know how to say this name.
Love him, man.
Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and the gentleman sitting in our studio this morning, the biggest star of all, Dave Franco.
Yeah, I'm the only one you guys don't know on that list.
I know a little bit about you. I know you have a brother who also acts a little bit, and he's not that good.
A little bit.
You're the best.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in.
Of course, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, did you see the video that was making the rounds of Morgan Freeman falling asleep?
I did catch that.
Do you know that was our friend Casey, who does news right here in Seattle?
Come on.
That was her.
Seriously?
What was her reaction while it was going on? Did you talk to her about like what she was thinking while
We did.
it was happening?
Interviewed her the next day, and what it was is at first you sort of say to yourself, "He's just resting his eyes." Isn't that what she said?
That's what she said.
She was
Look
in
how
denial.
thoughtful he is. Yeah.
She was in denial about it, and you know, it's just so in awe of being able to talk to Morgan Freeman.
Of course.
And he recovered in a kind of a nice way.
Yeah, sure, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of seamless. Like, some people might not have even noticed, maybe.
Yeah. And it's not something you or I could get away with, right?
Of course.
Yeah. If I fell asleep right now while talking to you, just walk out.
That would be bad.
Yeah. And you look pretty awake.
I'm doing okay. I'm happy to be in Seattle. This is my first time in town.
No kidding.
Yeah. We flew in last night, and I went straight to this amazing restaurant called Sitka in Spruce.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
knew where they were taking you.
I know it.
That's good food.
Yeah. I got a buddy. I'll give him a shout out. He's a chef in Los Angeles. His name's Ari Tamor. His restaurant's Alma, and he knows the best restaurants around the country. And
Did he tell you the guy who runs that joint is called Matt Dillon, but not the Matt Dillon that you'd think?
Is that right?
It is right. A different Matt Dillon.
Well, I applaud you, Matt Dillon.
Good. Glad you liked it. These guys are hamburger guys, so you're really just talking to me in this room right
There
now.
you go.
No, I like a good
They're
restaurant.
like, so you have to use a fork there?
in
so what they
theory,
serve?
in theory, I like a good restaurant.
Paschetti.
Yeah. So, all right, now you see me. Eric saw the premiere last night. Saw a preview last night. Says it's really captivating. There's a lot of action, but there's also really cool magic in it. The question that comes to mind is, when you're making a movie about magic, you don't really have to do magic, right?
I mean, we did though. We wanted it to be there to be as much real magic as possible, so we could stay away from CGI whenever possible. And so we had a magic consultant on set. This guy David Kwong. And for me, I was a sleight of hand magician in the movie, and so I learned just little tricks with cards. And for example, I learned how to throw playing cards to the extent where I can actually cut a banana in half by throwing cards at it. I don't know if that's something I should be proud of, but
How ripe is the banana? What are we talking about
it's
here?
a really good question. Very.
Very.
Yeah, it has to be very right.
Would you say it's as ripe as the banana Joe just happens to be holding today?
Oh my God.
Coincidentally.
And would you say the cards are very similar to the cards that
Joe
Luciana
oh
is
my
walking in with
God.
right now?
And would you say a setup is a bad thing to do to you? I'm just
We've seen Wikipedia too, you know.
Peeled or unpeeled?
Definitely unpeeled.
Unpeeled?
An unpeeled banana. Wow. All right, we have a camera.
You want to give it a crack? You think
I
you
mean,
can do
I'm
it?
going to have to stand up and probably take my headphones
That's
off.
okay.
and
You
everything.
do
Yeah?
your thing.
Well, Jody was wondering if you had to take your shirt off as well while you do this.
Yeah, at least unbutton 3 buttons.
I'm saying you can
Yeah.
if you want. I want you to feel comfortable. I had mine off before.
Right.
All right. All right.
She
let me-
cut a
do
banana in
anything for
half
the
with her
show.
shirt off, too.
Yes, I did.
Here's the thing.
That was weird.
You don't probably want to hold that.
That's what I'm wondering, yeah.
Cut you in half.
How about we'll give it a spike?
Oh, well, I'm expendable? Give it here. Sure.
No,
Let's find a way to prop it
seriously,
up against
How
it.
should we? How do you want it? You want
Folks,
it
if
like
you
on
just
top
tuned
of
in,
a
Dave
coffee
Franco.
cup or something? Would that
It's
work?
one of these.
Dave Franco.
If there's any way we can
In
prop
Now
it
You
up,
See Me with Woody Harrelson, Mark
you need it.
Ruffalo, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine,
Suspended on a string kind of.
I got this.
does this magic trick
Watch this.
where he can cut a banana in half with a deck of cards. We're videoing it right now.
I got that?
You got to unwrap that thing.
Oh, so unpeeled. There
Okay.
you go.
He's not
We
throwing
will
it.
show the video, link to it later, and invite you to play Angry Birds at some point during the
Here's
day.
the thing. Moderate your expectations.
There we go.
Because this probably is not going to happen.
You know, this is also
But it's worth it. The fact that you're willing to go for it is
Yeah.
great.
this also
I
qualifies
think that
as our,
banana is a leaner. I don't think you're going to
Yeah.
stand up straighter than that.
our PSA Planned
All right.
Parenthood segment is also going on right now.
Okay.
Where can we prop this? Because if I'm throwing.
Well-
Oh, with his mind! He did it with his mind! You're amazing!
All right, stand
How
it
did you
up.
do that?
Stand it up. He's got to try something.
No, hold on.
All
Here's what we do.
Stand it up.
I like that I have the-
That's not much banana.
No,
I know,
that-
but it's still give it a
Yeah,
try.
he's got to be a
All
real
right.
You're
sharp
already ahead because
All
the
right.
banana split in half on its own.
You know what? And just for the sake of this, because it's obviously a lot harder.
You've got a razor sharp playing
I'm
card
gonna
in your
try it with, my hotel room.
All right, here we go. Ready?
I'm gonna cause some damage though. If I
That's
throw
okay.
it.
Go for it.
ahead.
I don't care.
Bob's ready.
I'm ducking. Here we go.
Oh my God, he can throw that thing.
Close.
One more try. One more try.
One more time.
Watch out, Bob.
Oh, you're getting close.
All right, one more try.
A taller banana would have really.
You know what? We're gonna edit this so you do it the first time. Oh yeah! He did it. All right.
Oh, he sliced right off the top of that banana.
Wow.
Man.
Dave Franco.
Let me get my room key back.
You're a dangerous man with a deck of cards. I mean, you were a kid. Stand back. You could hurt somebody doing that. He sliced that thing right in half.
It's one of these things where in the movie I use card throwing actually as a weapon. So if you're not proficient at it, you're throwing it at a guy who's attacking you, and it's just gonna flutter right in front of your face. So
Could you sign this banana for my daughter? She's a huge fan.
Hey, can I ask you a fan question? Are you still with Allison?
I'd like not to go into that if possible. Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
a fan of hers from.
Of
Mad Men.
course, of course. Yeah. She's amazing, but I'd like to keep that private as much as
All right,
possible.
for
let's
you.
talk about
Good
your
for
brother
you.
then.
Let's do it.
Maybe not.
We'd rather talk about what room this opens at his hotel. That's easier to talk about.
So, segue back to the movie. The movie Now You See Me is in theaters tomorrow, and it's spectacular. Dave Franco.
Thank you
very
so
Dave.
much.
All right, that was gutsy.
I mean, if that whole banana was there, that thing would have cut right in the middle of it.
You
But it
would've got
sliced
it.
the top, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you got the top
Yeah,
clean.
yeah.
You got it clean.
Is that the main trick, or do you do more?
I'm sure
I
he
mean,
does more.
there's a little bit more. I mean, things that might amaze you, such as I
Joe's
hold,
whipping out something
I
else.
got an
What is
ear
it?
of corn. Do you think you want to do with an ear of corn?
Ricky Jay. He's like the master at card throwing, and he can actually apparently puncture a watermelon. So that's something.
Dave Franco, ladies and gentlemen. Now You See Me in theaters tomorrow. The link at bobrivers.com.